Yashica, the once iconic camera manufacturer, recently decided that its reputation wasn't quite tarnished enough.
Exactly. Yashica is in the toilet. Hello, everybody. I'm Nick, and welcome back to another LOPRO Uncut, whatever the heck I'm calling this. LOPRO Uncut, because I'm not cutting. We're just going to go. That's what this is. So thank you so much, Lou, for giving me the inspiration. If you haven't checked out Sweet Lou Photography, go check out his channel. And guess what? He also recently just started baking bread. He's a Renaissance man. Sweet Lou. Check out his stories on Instagram. Follow him on TikTok, even though he doesn't post on TikTok. But guess what? Yashica, you know it. You love it. What do you think of when you think of Yashica? You know what I think of? I think of a TLR. That's what they're known for. The Yashica Mat 124G was like one of the sleeper hype cameras, you know, for people who are too scared to look you directly in the eye on the street. Guess what? Now I can look at you through this and I don't have to look directly at you, okay? That's what it's all about. This is the Yashica Mat, original Yashica Mat A, Yashica, whatever. Is it Yashica or Yashica? Who knows? Who cares? But, you know, it's been a long road to get from this to what the heck is in the news. So that's where they started. Let me show you where they're at. This Yashica Mat, or no, not Mat, but Yashica City 300. Yashica City 300. What the heck is this? I had never heard of it. I saw it in my headlines on my phone from Google. Thank you, Google, for knowing exactly what I want to know all the time and feeding it to me and, you know, knowing me better than I do. And you're going to sell that data to all the lizard people. Anyway, guess what, guys? We're on YouTube, so thank you so much, Google. Yay. Anyway, Yashica City 300. And look at this website that looks like it's straight out of 1994. I'd never heard of the Yashica City line, but I guess some people had. You know, I clicked around and read it. There's a Yashica 100 and 200. And this is from 5 months ago. Freaking other Yashica cities I'd never heard of, flying under the radar. And look at this. You know, it looks kind of like, okay, that's kind of a cute little camera. Kind of reminiscent of something like this, the Ricoh, you know, especially with those back buttons. Look at these back buttons right here. Whoa, doesn't that look kind of just like this? What the heck is going on here? And guess what? It also has a flippy screen. That's, you know, that's a Canon. That's not the Yashica, but it does have a flippy screen from what I've seen. Let's give a quick little overview. Here's what's out there about the Yashica City 300 on YouTube already. Okay, so that's it. Just a bunch of, you know, they have no budget to have somebody actually talk about it or hold it or demonstrate it. It's just hold it up and, well, I mean, somebody's holding it, but, you know, probably the most low effort reel I've ever seen. I don't know. Maybe that's a little too harsh. But, you know, show me what it does. Turn it on at least. Show me that it works. It's not just some prop. It's not just AI slop, you know? And it's got OIS, optical image stabilization, apparently, because they put it right there on the front. You know, what? God, it's something Ricoh doesn't have. It just has GR, which means great rendering. Great something. I don't know. Great rebates. You know, you get what you pay for. And that's what people are doing with the Yashica City. It's apparently $420, right? Which kind of seems like... Nice, dude. Go to Petapixel, Yashica's compact 50 megapixel 420 City 300. Okay, so I think these guys must be smoking something to be 50 megapixels for $420. You know, I know we've got, you know, 100 megapixel sensors in phones, but how big is the sensor for this thing? Anyway, let's read a little bit and find out. Here's the first article I found. Okay. Due to the recent market trend in high compact camera demand, camera makers are actively joining this race. Canon has recently announced that they will revive their good old... Okay, well, that's not... We're here for the Yashica City 300. It's a high-resolution, pocket-friendly camera announced in July 2025. How am I just now learning about it? We're halfway through August, you know. Have I been sleeping on this? Have you been sleeping on this? Is this something we're all going to want? I don't know. Maybe not. We'll get into that in a sec, because the reputation of Yashica ain't what it used to be. Anyway... It's following up on the City 100 and 200 that I never heard of. Features a 50 megapixel sensor with raw image capture support. Ooh. 24 millimeter fixed focal length that you can digital zoom, 1.8 aperture. That's all nice. How big is the sensor though? Let's just bing. How many sensor high resolution 50 sensor size is 1/1.56 inch CMOS. Resembles the traditional compact camera sensors we had in the past. Okay, so that's not that bad. I mean, I don't know how big that is compared to an APS sized sensor, which is what's in the Ricoh. I think it's smaller, 1-inch sensor. I think that's smaller. Is it bigger than a Micro Four Thirds? I don't really know. I'm not the techiest guy. But what I do know is Yashica has been swindling people because, Yashica used to be something you could trust. The hype camera was the Matte 124G, which I still have on loan to my good buddy Brandon. You better be treating her well. No, I don't care. He lent me another nice camera in return for him holding on to that and having fun with medium format. But this is where they started, making great cameras. And yeah, they made SLRs. They made a bunch of cool stuff that everybody loved. And then eventually Yashica couldn't handle it anymore and they got bought out by Kyocera, but they were a reputable brand too. And they made stuff like this, the Yashica Samurai half frame. Oh, is this finally dead? No, here we go. Is it turning on? Hey, there we go. This is the Yashica Samurai half frame 35 millimeter point and shoot camera, autofocus, and it's an actual SLR. You're actually seeing through the lens, which is nuts. This thing is pretty freaking cool. Bless you. I have a few episodes about it, some shorts. Check it out. It's way better than the Pentax 17, despite what all the Pentax bootlickers have to say on the internet. Anyways, so that's what happened. Kyocera bought him up and was making some neat stuff that was still very good for film shooters and whatnot. And then I don't know what happened. Eventually, the whole thing crumbled, and the name Yashica got bought out by some Chinese corporation, umbrella corporation, that just puts out crap Kickstarters like this. Scam camera. As you can see, it's a scamera. So now everything Yashica is scam. And just a bunch of old boomers that know Yashica and they know they have a granddaughter that likes vintage cameras. Like, oh, I used to shoot a Yashica. I'll get her one of these. But don't believe what you see on Facebook, boomers. Come on. Anyway, my good buddy Lou has made 2 videos about it. The camera that killed Yashica. So here, this is one of the first times they pulled a fast one on us. And this is the, what is it called? The Yashica 35, something like that. Yeah, I don't even know what it's called.
The once iconic camera manufacturer recently decided that its reputation wasn't quite tarnished enough. There's a new, there was a new.
So I guess it wasn't even the first time they did this, the Mimi micro mirrorless Yashica. And I'm seeing Yashica stuff all over the place. They have some new thing, the FXD or something like that. Here we go. Quick look. And I don't believe this at all. I was getting this in my Gmail, some like shady company, that reached out to influencer people like, hey, why don't you review this thing, the FXD 300? So we got the City 300, we got the FXD 300, and it's all in a span of several months. And, we know how fast Sony and Ricoh, like how long has this been the top of the line Ricoh, the GR3, the GR3X, and now they're just now starting to tease the GR4. So no reputable camera manufacturer is just pumping out a camera a month like Yashica is. I don't know who really owns them, but it's just a bunch of crap. They're all cheap. Look at this. That looks like some cheap plastic. Watch Snappiness. He has this video about it, but Lou has a way more fun take on it. And it's just, like the I'm Back film, partnering with Yashica. If nothing ever screamed scam before, check that out, man. But we're not here to talk about the Mimi or the fake digital film thing with what here's what it looks like.
The Digifilm system. Basically, you have these little cheapo plastic cartridges that don't even sit in the camera properly to emulate the sensation of loading film into your camera.
Yeah, so that's the Yashica Y35 Digifilm thing, and this is probably the biggest flop in recent memory that people have seen from the Yashica people. But now we're at the Yashica City 300. What the heck is this? The pictures look good enough, but it does look rough around the edges. Like you see some. Where was those pictures? Here, let's find those ones. It's got like, come on, coming soon. See, I got all these stories pulled up, and okay, here we are at the official Yashica website. They got to have all the nice pictures for us. And look at that. You just got a bare USB-C port right there. Just, get all the dust and the water in there. I don't think it's weather sealed. Is this thing going to be any good? I doubt it. Yeah, and it comes with some detachable mini flash to put on it. Why not just have a built-in flash? Why not engineer something that's actually good? I don't know, because they just want to make a quick buck with a $420. Oh, buy my shitty camera, the shitty 300. Yep. So that's what Yashica's doing. They're trying to scam us all, make us buy things, that they're just cashing in on this name. It's some Jensen Corp, I think it is. Is that what it is? Jensen Corp. Yashica. Let's find out. So this is what the AI overview says. Yes, MF Jebsen Corp. and Yashica. In 2008, Hong Kong-based MF mofos, Jebsen Corp. acquired the trademark rights to Yashica from Kyocera. So, you can't believe anything. I'm pretty sure BlackRock Vanguard owns the whole thing. They probably own Nikon too. So, I'm just giving them a hard time, but, I don't know. If it's too good to be true, it probably is. A brand new camera with 50 megapixels, $420. I don't know. I'd rather get myself a Nikon D850 for cheap if I can. That's my dream camera. And when did that come out? Forever ago. But, it's sad. It's sad to see that the Yashica brand has been tarnished. It's not the Electro 35 rangefinder thing anymore. It's this, whatever this is. Who knows if it's any better than a Canon PowerShot. It's probably not. But has anyone here been bamboozled by any of these Yashica things? Have you put money in? Are you going to invest in this? I say you probably shouldn't. Anyway, that's I think it's a good time to segue into what's making this all possible. Give me a sec, guys. So I wouldn't be able to bring you guys content if it weren't for this, what I have up here on a stand. This is the GVM Pro SD 300B Aero. Check this thing out. It's a 300-watt light. You plug it into a wall. It's got a little screen here. This is it at 66.7%, and you can change the color. You can make it warmer or colder. I got it set to daylight, 5600 right now. And this thing is strong as heck, dude. This thing is super powerful. Look at that. Super blown out. Whoa. See, so strong, I just blew a fuse, baby. No, actually the cord fell out. Anyway, why am I talking about this light? Because they sent it to me, and I've been loving it. This has been my main light, but it's so big and powerful, I can't use it as my key light when I'm talking at my desk, so now I'm using a little light for that, and this is lighting up the whole room just by aiming it at the ceiling, and now it doesn't look like I'm in a dark void. So if you're interested in a very reasonably priced 300-watt light to illuminate all of your video and photo projects, check out the great video maker GVM SD300B ARO. It's fun. It's got this one little clicky knob. You can control it with your phone over Bluetooth. It comes with, look at this fun reflector thing that I got with it. Wow. And it uses Bowen's mount, and you can just slap it up on your light stand. And next thing you know, let there be light. So if you're interested in a nice 300-watt light that you can plug into your wall and, illuminate all of your productions, check this out at madebylopro.com/GVM and use promo code LOPRO for 5% off. Check it out. You don't have to buy it, but go look at it. See if you think it's going to fit your needs. Anyway, that's enough ad read. That's the news. We got Puppy down here, and yeah, just be wary of anything Yashica related you see, because it's not the old Yashica. It's not the TLRs. It's not the people who brought you all the fun stuff. It's not the Kyoceras anymore. It's just some shady backroom dealings of some MB Jebsen people in China, Hong Kong, trying to take all your money, trying to get a quick buck because they got all the manufacturing power over there. And we don't make anything in America except for silly YouTube videos. So if you like America and you're patriotic and you like LoPro, you check out madebylopro.com, check out my merch, go to madebylopro.com/GVM, get yourself a light. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Be careful. don't get yourself a Yashica City 300. It's probably going to be crap. I didn't really say crap about it, did I? You guys want to learn more about it, or should I
When
just
I
cut
looked
this
it
off?
up, it says it's almost $3,300. Am I looking at the right thing?
Are you looking at the Hong Kong dollars?
Oh, yeah. Hong Kong dollars.
Yeah, so Hong Kong dollars got to be a lot cheaper than normal America dollars.
So how much is this in American?
It's at
America.
That one site said it's $420.
And I'm sorry, you may have talked about all this already. What is that compared to the Rico?
The Rico, ooh, that thing's expensive. It's like over $1,000. How much does a Rico GR3 go for? Shopping, $1,000, $1,100, $1,500 for the HDF version. Yeah, so I mean it's a lot cheaper than a Rico, but you get what you pay for. I mean, I bet you when you get your hands on this thing, you'll be like, oh, I should have gotten a Rico GR or a GR2 if I wanted to save some money. Why am I messing around with some no names? Thank you for buying my shitty camera. Yeah, I don't know. What are its selling points? Okay, it's a 50 megapixel sensor, but we all know megapixel doesn't make or break an image. It's just a big old selling point. You got your more megapixels. There you go. And it's got this ring around the lens. See that? It's a fixed focal length, though. That's for digital zoom. You go into crop mode. And if you crop all the way to 60 millimeters, then you're getting like an 8 megapixel picture. And like I said, megapixels ain't everything. But just what is going on here? Why does it have this like grill on the top of the camera? Is that a speaker to give you a fake shutter noise or something? Is it filled with lead to feel heavier? I don't know. But all I know is if Snappiness is saying scam, if Lou wants to pull his hair out when he plays with it, if even Petapixel has Scamera, look at that with the City 100. So, be careful. Go check out this stuff if you want more in-depth review of what Yashica's been up to. But I just got to say, guys, be careful out there in the streets. Don't be buying some random cameras without doing your research. You know what I mean? It's why can't we just make good things? They don't make things like they used to, or maybe that's just the rose tinted glasses we're all wearing, because the only things that have survived from previous decades are the good things that were made well, and all the other crap from the 80s, the 70s, the 60s and 50s, all the cheap made stuff, just, it's deteriorated. It's in a landfill. It's in the ground. It's dust. So maybe that's what it is. There's always been crap. There's always been people selling snake oil and, crappy film, crappy cameras, but we only see the good times, so remind that to yourself to only pay attention to the good stuff. Take it with a grain of salt and be careful out there. Yeah. Yashica, you're not going to trick me, baby. No way. Anything else, baby?
I don't know. I haven't really been paying attention.
Yeah.
I've been working. I don't really know anything about this camera.
Yeah, me neither. And that's going to be apparent to anybody watching this. But, I appreciate you tuning in. Yeah, Scamera. Let me know if you guys think I should buy one and play with it and show you how bad it really is. Anyway, thanks for joining another LOPRO Uncut. And I hope to hear from you guys in the DMs and the comments. I hope you're all doing well. And that's pretty much it. Okay. Love you guys.
Bye.
Bye.